What is up, guys? It's Michael from cultureshockcollectibles.com, and today we are back with another unboxing, and it is perhaps the most anticipated figure or accessory that we have had in quite some time, especially here in Australia. Collectors are so excited for the release of course, the Masters of the Universe Origins line, Castle Grayskull. It has been a long time coming. We've been waiting for these to come in at Culture Shock Collectibles for quite some time, and they have finally arrived. So we're going to crack this bad boy open and take a closer look in a minute, but I just want to touch on how awesome the artwork is for this playset. Absolutely wicked art, from the actual picture of Grayskull down to the battle scene at the front there. It is absolutely stunning, and the whole Origins line has just had some absolutely amazing artwork throughout all the releases. We've seen some really great artwork on all the deluxe figures, packaging, and on the single normal release figures as well. So this is no exception. They have done absolutely amazing work with this playset, that is for sure. The playset also comes, of course, with a special edition Sorceress Temple of Darkness figure. This is an exclusive figure to this playset. I know we are getting a Sorceress in the upcoming waves, and it will be interesting to see how that differs from this actual figure. So looking forward to seeing that figure as well. So let's have a closer look at the box and see what it's all about. Alright, so we've already touched on how awesome the artwork is on this figure or accessory, but just have a look at how great it continues to be as we obviously spin that around as well. Absolutely stunning picture on the back of this playset. It obviously shows all the different figures from the line that have been announced, and some of which have actually been released, some of which we are still waiting for here in Australia, but majority of these we have had on cultureshockcollectibles.com, and they are absolutely stunning. So as you can see, another really great photo. It's not artwork, it's actual imagery of Castle Grayskull and the figures around it as well. You can also see, of course, the playset when open and some of the accessories it comes with as well. So a really stunning box. This thing is huge. It's a little bit hard for us to show it all on the actual camera, but it is actually massive. So bear with us. I will show you the other angles as well, of course, of the box right here. As you can see, there are some other sort of figures and stuff like that that are included in the line, and just shows where you can place them in the actual playset. So without further ado, let's crack this bad boy out of its box and see what it's all about. Alright, so after a little bit of wrestling with the box, we have taken Grayskull out to take a closer look, and this thing is huge. Right now you can see it in its open form, so obviously this will swing together, but right now this is in the open form, and just the paintwork and the different textures on the actual playset are absolutely stunning. I hope this video does do it some justice. You can just see how nicely painted this whole playset actually is. You of course have the trapdoor that swings down, and we'll get into that obviously shortly, and just some really awesome detail. So it would be cool to put this next to one of the original playsets from back in the day to obviously see how the paintwork has changed over time and what they have done differently. But overall, this is an absolutely stunning playset. Now, the playset is, of course, filled with different accessories, and we'll show you some of those right now. Of course, some of the artillery and weaponry that comes with the playset. As you can see right there, some guns and stuff, and we will set that up. An actual throne. So that is a piece that will connect in. You have a whole bunch of bags with all different sort of accessories and stuff that will obviously be popped into Grayskull. There's some more weaponry and stuff like that right there. The Sorceress's staff is there. Obviously that flag and a few other sort of weapons that you can see right there. Another sort of weapon that is pretty cool with the warthog face on it. Bit of a ram sort of thing. If the camera will focus, you'll get a better view. Cool detail on that as well. And a pretty cool piece to put into Grayskull. Comes with, of course, that limited edition Sorceress figure, which we will, of course, bust open shortly. And a whole bunch of what I'm guessing are stickers for various areas of Grayskull. So, keen to get that ripped open. Some more accessory packs here, which will all, I'm sure, come together nicely. The ladder, some more climbing areas, and some other cool bits and pieces. I'm sure one of the torrent guns will go in that as well, and it seems to be like a trapdoor or something that has. So some really cool accessories. We're going to open a couple of these up and have a look and see if we can actually put this playset together a little bit better. So obviously before we actually put in all the accessories, I just want to show you the flip side obviously of Castle Grayskull and what it's all about. You've got a few accessories that come already connected, obviously being a sort of, I don't know, maybe a lift of some sort. We will check that out in a sec. Of course, that's where the entrance is for Grayskull. That pops out as well, as you can see, and opens up. And of course, the actual Grayskull playset, if I can close the trapdoor for you guys, will fold in half like that. So it is easy to transport, or just to close up if you want that closed effect of the actual playset itself. As you can see, it is a much smaller playset once you actually fold it in half there. And of course it comes, if we turn this around, you will see it comes with like a little hook thing just up here, and that will ensure that the playset stays in that closed position right there. So if we spin that around, you'll also see it has that handle up there that you see sort of in the promotional images, so that you can carry this around and transport it, I guess, if you are bringing it somewhere or just moving it around in your collection. So very, very cool. Let's get the accessories in there and take a closer look. All right, so after a little bit of assembly, we have put together Grayskull, and it is absolutely wicked. Can't wait to show you this. But first, let's check out that exclusive Sorceress figure that comes with the playset. As you can see right here, it comes with the Sorceress's staff, and it has these really cool sort of soft plastic translucent wings, which are really cool, and some cool detail as well just on the actual figure and throughout the head sculpt and of course costume. And as you can see right there, some nice detail throughout the wings as well. So let's throw Sorceress into Castle Grayskull and pop her right there. So a little bit of assembly, as I mentioned. Everything clicks in really, really well. So the flooring, obviously the section of the bridge and stuff like that, very easy to assemble and put together. So don't stress right there. It comes, of course, with the arsenal racks as well, which are really cool. As you can see, that eagle head on the top, and you can put the different weaponry however you please. That's one of them, and of course that second vertical one there, which is cool for displaying the gun, and of course that battle axe staff horde trooper looking thing. So as you can see, it comes of course with the ladder that leads up to the top level of Grayskull. It has the computer in the background there, and it has the lift as well on this side. So if you pull this drawstring right here, it brings the lift up and knocks over the Sorceress. But as you can see, really cool and really easy to operate. Well, Sorceress, better watch out there. Could be the end of Sorceress before the battle even begins. We might pop her down for a sec. There's some cool stickers that it also comes with. Very easy to put on, but just watch out. They are super sticky, so make sure you get them on right the first time. Bottom levels, of course, of Grayskull, and of course you have another sticker down there, which is like a dungeon with some ghouls and stuff hanging out. Some cool flags and as well are part of the set. You can see one there, they actually are material, and you can see the second one right there. So really nice material, sort of velvety sort of feel, and as you can see, I've used the deluxe battle armor Heman and Skeletor just for the purposes of this video. They unfortunately don't come with the set, but they are essential to what I will show you that the set does on this level in just a second. Also comes, of course, with that flag at the top there. So a really cool feature that Grayskull has is, of course, this secret trapdoor. So whether it be Skeletor on the throne, or even He-Man, or whoever you want to sit on the throne of Grayskull, they can remove their nemesis quite easily by swinging around just like this. Hopefully this works the first time, but we will see. Oh, hello, He-Man. And with a bit of luck, the trapdoor will open. So as you can see, that will throw their nemesis into the dungeon. And as you can see, goodbye He-Man in this case. So very cool little trapdoor that comes loaded and ready to go with the playset. So as you can see, pretty easy to assemble. Aesthetically looks great and has some very cool little features as well in the playset. So definitely have a bit of a play with it, and you'll be able to get it all together. One sort of little gripe I have is this sort of area is a little bit flimsy, of course, when you have a figure sitting on the throne and probably a figure standing on the trapdoor. Not a big deal. You can work around it, so don't stress about that. Another cool feature that the Grayskull playset has is, of course, if you have a power sword, which you'll need to get separately, obviously. I've put together the two right there from the battle armor figures. You can insert it into the door of Grayskull to actually open the playset. Now, I know I'm doing this in reverse, but I just want to see if it does the same thing. Yes, it does. So when you place that into the groove of Grayskull, that will open the door from the front or the back. Depends which entrance you want to take. So very cool little feature to drop the door of Grayskull. Throwing a lot of figures on this playset, it is going to get quite heavy, and as I mentioned before, I do just sort of question the integrity of these levels, but I'm sure that they will hold a few figures on each level, that's for sure. Alright, so let's take one more look at this absolutely wicked playset before we wrap up this unboxing and review. Overall, this playset, from the second that you take it out of that amazing box, you are going to receive one of the biggest nostalgic kicks that you'll ever receive in your life. It is absolutely awesome and will bring you back to the good old days. The Origin line continues to kick absolute ass, in my opinion, and has been one of the best re-release lines of the last couple of years. More and more figure companies are doing it, and doing it so very well, but I do need to take my hat off to Mattel and congratulate them on this wicked line. Now, the only thing that does bother me about Mattel and the Origins line is the way that they box these and the way that they send these out to you. So as a licensed reseller like ourselves at cultureshockcollectibles.com, we receive these with little to no bubble wrap or any sort of protection for the boxes. So a lot of them do cop a bit of a beating. Would be cool if Mattel just put in a little bit of effort when it comes to sending these out so we can get them to collectors in a minty fresh sort of way. But that doesn't affect this playset whatsoever and how amazing the playset actually is. We're going to swing it around, close it up, and take a look at it completely closed and wrap this bad boy right up. So to close this thing up, you will just need to remove a couple of very, very small accessories, and one being the ladder. The rest of it will just sort of fold into each other to close the actual set. So very, very easily done, and it won't sort of all collapse on you or anything like that. It is quite sturdy in that respect. And you can see another really cool look at Castle Grayskull in its closed form right there. I will show you how the trapdoor works with the power sword. Obviously that is sold separately. You can get that with the basic Skeletor or the basic Heman, or of course with the deluxe battle armor versions. So if you want to enter Grayskull, enter at your own risk, all you need to do in theory is pop in the power sword, give it a bit of a twist, make sure you take it out. It seems to work better from the back in my opinion, but that is how you're going to open the door right there. That's your key to getting into Grayskull. So as I mentioned, really awesome play set, an absolute must in my opinion for any Masters of the Universe collector to have. And I think it's just going to complete your set really well. I can't wait to get my Panther and Battle Cat in front of this as well, and the rest of my figures from the Origins line. And just get this on display because it is going to look absolutely wicked. We do have a few of these still up in our Wave 2 pre-order at cultureshockcollectibles.com, so you can definitely check that out and secure yours. And of course, those that pre-ordered will pretty much already have their Grayskull playset by the time this video launches. As always, guys, if you've enjoyed what you've seen and what you heard, make sure you hit that subscribe button for more videos. And of course, until next time, we'll see you in the virtual toy aisle.